Roosh, this is arguably the biggest match of your career. Your very first shot at the AEW World Championship. Roosh versus MJF. How are you feeling ahead of this match?
How I feel? I'm gonna tell them how I feel. After beating the entire roster, after winning my matches in less than a minute, after waiting for more than 3 years, finally, I got my shot for the AEW World title. And I will die in the ring if that's what it takes. This is for my people. This is for my family. And this is for my pride. I will take the AEW World title. Because when you mess with the bull,
you did wrong.
Finish your keyboard catchphrase.
Oh, MJF. Oh, he's smacking. Beat his butt. Can't believe NXT not the odd copy. Can't believe I got odd copyright for my channel. Or my Instagram. I mean, not my Instagram, my TikTok. My TikTok. What are you guys doing today?
Earlier today, it has led to our opening contest being made a no countout match for the AEW.
No countout match.
Was our second of two championships
What else should I post on TikTok? My hand post. And let's see. What should I post? New trails. I guess how that movies then. Will Ospreay versus Mark Davis.
Mark Davis, the winner, moves on to Forbidden Door later this month. But right
Any
now,
25K. That's fine.
Bruce, we are moments away from this World Championship match, but we just found out that this match is now a no count-out match.
Carnal, no vengo a decirte suerte. Tú eres un cabrón bien hecho. Ese campeonato es tuyo. Tonight, do it for your family.
Bush. And Andrade.
For la raza. And do it for anyone who say we can be world champion. Show everyone who Rush is.
Hi.
Because you mess with the ball.
People, you get the horns.
Richmond, Virginia, your opening contest will follow with no countouts. The AEW World
Champion.
Nine straight singles victories across all competitions. El Toro Blanco Rouge is on the roll of his AEW career, and Chaz, he has a massive opportunity tonight to parlay that win streak, not just to the 10 straight, but into becoming the first Mexican man to hold the AEW World Championship. And Rouge is dialed in, you can tell.
Rouge or MJF.
Man, I don't know, we might try a new champion tonight. You're right, Chad, and you could tell that Rouge was dialed in from that interview earlier today, but my question is, what was MJF thinking, confronting somewhat that focus and that intense earlier in the day? I don't get it. Or perhaps MJF thinks he has the edge over Rouge in their lone one-on-one meeting. Just about 2 years ago, 100 miles down the road in Fairfax, Virginia, MJF prevailed over Rouge. In singles competition, people believe he can do so again tonight.
Man.
Dan, do you think it's odd that MJF elected to give this AEW World Championship shot to Rouge and not to
What?
Briscoe? I mentioned the singles victory over Rouge that MJF had. Think back to last September when Mark Briscoe beat MJF in that vicious tables and tax match. No, I know what you're saying, but listen, I know you're not saying what I'm about to say. Rouge is he's no push over here. I understand what Briscoe's about. Maybe MJF stuck with Briscoe, but this is not the 12 stick when you're dealing with Rouge. And no countouts, Taz. This is Rouge's environment. Right now, let's head back to the ring in the daiquiri after Justin Roberts. Introducing the challenger. From Tala, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing 225
pounds.
El Toro Blanco.
What's your question? What is your question?
And his opponent.
What is
From
your
Plainview,
question?
Long Island, New York, weighing 2. He took out your home state boy, Hangman, so he can never be champ again. He said you put the virgin on your jeans. He is the reigning and defending
Wrestler World Champion J.F. Freeman MJF.
It's never
MJF
enough
won.
for this man. His ego is a
MJF.
bottomless pit, but our opening contest just moments away from kicking off. Referee Bryce Remsburg joined the assignment. And Tony, it's always special when the AEW World Championship is defended on Dynamite, on Collision. It's rare that it's in the opening contest of the evening. It just speaks of what a big show we have tonight. Absolutely. Top to bottom, a tremendous show. And now, the devil in the
Come on, MJF.
MJF trying to stand toe-to-toe with El Toro Blanco, Rouge, Taz. What do you make of the champion's decision? Very smart. Hey, I like that. I respect him. I consider him a friend, but do not exchange strikes with Rouge. It's a big loogie in the challenger's head.
Right in the spit right in your face. I'm gonna do this, but you got right on this one.
Oh, now MJF says settle down. Spits on him. Oh, trying to get under the skin of the challenger. He's doing a good job, so. As we kick off.
Come on, MJF.
Championship match. I just want to note that this title match will be presented with limited commercial interruptions as Rouge building up momentum. Rouge is fired up. You can see it in his eyes, Taz. Yeah, he is, but he's also focused. He's not like deranged. He understands how big this moment is. This guy has a lot of legitimate experience being Rouge. This is not just some challenge.
I'm gonna be posting the mic
One of the best in AEW, and I love this. No count out. Let him fight. What a way to start this telecast here live on TBS and on HBO Max. Wow. Rouge sending MJF hard into the barricade. It has Rouge is a man that lives and breathes pro wrestling. It's in his blood. His father, his three uncles, all pro wrestlers, as well as his two brothers. So a lot of pressure on him from within the family.
Not the wire. Not the wire.
It's a huge opportunity for Rouge. I'm sure his family's watching on, but they're proud of him regardless of what he's done, good or bad, as a pro wrestler. Right now, he's looking pretty good against the Champions League. Rouge that camera table. He needs to be careful here. Referee Bryce Remsburg.
In the rain. In the rain.
There's no hard-out scenario, Tony. I think this benefits the challenger greatly. There's no doubt, and that's why I go back to what happened earlier in the day. I think it was a mistake by
MJF. Yeah.
Great move by MJF. Dropped toe hold right onto the steel chair. You know, Rouge took a little long before he came charging. I think Max made him pay. Yeah, sometimes Seth, I guess you get too far.
MJF.
You do, that takes the level gets too high.
MJF.
Oh, MJF just coming in with a boot to the side of the head, dumping Rouge over the barricade into the timekeeper's table.
Come on, MJF.
MJF's game plan, but perhaps it was to get Rouge so angry that he makes an unforced error. Absolutely. If you can get your challenger, especially someone with the temper of Rouge, to get a little reckless, you know, Max is very calculating. He's going to exploit that. Now MJF charging in once again by Rouge. Body drop over the barricade. I think MJF may have even bounced off the timekeeper's table as he crashed into the backing wall. Gentleman Rouge is a freaking man.
Rouge.
Rouge. He gives you everything. Let's go chant his name.
Rouge.
Definitely the support of this crowd. Body shot. The support of this crowd firmly behind the challenger. And Rouge, now he's ripping the turnbuckle pad off, exposing the steel. Well, some of them that souvenir. Usually have the ladders at the nurse. MJF down in the corner with begging, pleading with Rouge, trying to stem the tide of the challenger. Look at this.
Come on, Rouge. MJF. MJF.
Rouge creates some distance across the ring.
You get the horn.
And it comes in, and MJF bails out. Rouge called the shot, and MJF had enough energy in his body to get out of the way, but barely. I think Max wanted to get out of the ring, and he couldn't. Another body shot, and then followed up by a big elbow strike. MJF beleaguered here in the early goings of this match.
You can better believe that's not going to be the only time Rouge is going to fall
Right.
for Lawrence.
Wait a second. Rouge lining MJF up. Trying to throw into that exposed turnbuckle. Every place ranks for him. And somehow,
So smart, very clever by the champion.
Rouge heads first into the unforgiving steel. You see MJF taking advantage of this momentary
Come on,
pause in the
MJF.
action, and that's what makes MJF so dangerous, Ted. I mean, he's a tremendous tactician. He plays the long game when it comes to these AEW World Championship matches, and he's so intelligent inside the ring.
He really is, and I don't think MJF gets enough credit for it. I believe Rouge is split open right now, and because that exposed turnbuckle.
Uh-oh.
Yes, he is. You can see the gash above his right eye.
MJF is taking those fingers into the
Hi.
open wound out the head of the challenger. Rouge trying to get back to a vertical base, but MJF doing a good job of anchoring Rouge.
Come on, MJF. Come on, MJF.
MJF's running the ring like you gentlemen were talking about, but it's his attitude, his ego.
Who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
I'm number one. Shut up and fight.
Who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
Three-time world champ. He's got a nasty challenge.
Come on, MJF.
Wide open right now. I agree with everything about that. It's just, man, he
Huh?
takes you off.
Yeah, him or him. I have to have MJF instead of him.
Buster and MJF targeting that wound.
You gotta root for the devil himself, huh?
Yeah.
Nasty spine buster. Lucius had really bounced off the mat pretty heavily.
Is MJF just a disdainful sneer? The fans in attendance here in Richmond, Virginia. Our first trip to the Siegel Center in DC. And our friends who are once again put his body in the left.
What's up? What's up? Can you mind if it's shot? I try to get better. Better as streamer. As other people do. Stream.
For a second time in this.
Rouge. MJF.
This is no count out, not no
He's only had
disqualification, so the ref's
one
doing his job.
person he will watch. Watching.
Both men just moving slowly now.
MJF lining up Rouge with that right hand. Rouge fires back.
Thanks for joining.
Shots to the head, shots to the body. Now hammer throw across the ring. Rouge is slashed in the corner, keeping the pressure on MJF. As you mentioned, MJF is three-time AEW World Champion who joined a truly elite club of
Come on,
athletes
MJF.
to hold the World Championship, a major World Championship, 3 times by 30 years of age.
Yeah, no, here come, like, oh, damn. Yeah, that's insanely impressive before 30, absolutely. But his MJF's title is it's in danger right now, in my view here.
It was 10 days ago at Double or Nothing, MJF defeating Darby Allin to claim the AEW World Championship for that 3rd time, but it could be slipping from his grasp before.
Come on, MJF.
Listen, for a first time
MJF.
you gotta say this is a tough one.
1, 2.
MJF kicked out. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Tez, given the choices between Mark Briscoe and between Rouge, it's a tough call, but MJF, for whatever his reasons were, thought this was the better matchup for him.
No, you're right. I mean, but listen, both Briscoe and Rouge have something in common. It's Not just a lot of experience, but they're vicious. They're vicious competitors. And MJF knows that. You don't want vicious people coming after you all the time. Jeff does that.
1, 2.
Bruce, if you could prevent vicious, experienced killers,
Come on, MJF.
that's a good thing. Stomping on the left elbow of El Toro Blanco Rouge. MJF likes that salt to the earth, his version of the Fujiwara armbar Rouge. Leaving up, attempting to work on armband.
1, 2.
And Rouge kicking out. He was trying to hold the arms very close to the body, but MJF has snatched that wrist and has Rouge from the salt of the earth in the center of the ring. And he's keeping his hips high, and he's the champion.
Come on.
Working on that left shoulder. Triceps effective. You also tear a guy's bicep with this armbar. Yeah, and not only that, the fans are into each other.
Let's go.
Second reversal by the challenger, MJF. Relinquishes the grip. Sends Rouge out to the apron. Oh, Rouge, I think just by reflex grabbing MJF, and MJF almost guillotining the arm, and now he's looking for the heat seeker. That's how he won the AEW World Championship for the second time. But now Rouge avoids it, sends MJF off, and caught him in the headbutt. Caught MJF square on the jaw.
MJF took a little too long on the other side of the ropes that time, Taz. Almost like he was rethinking what he was trying to do.
He might have been. Definitely got caught.
This is awesome.
You gotta try to get him in the ring if you're Rouge to get a cover. But Rouge is hurt.
This is awesome.
Fans here in Richmond, and I'm sure watching around the world, appreciative of the action kicking off Dynamite. Reminder, limited commercial interruptions for this AEW World Championship title match.
Absolutely, and Rouge now just getting, I mean, Rouge gets surges of energy through his body. You can see it. It looks like sometimes he's slowing down. All of a sudden, he just pops right back up.
It's a straight jacket.
Straight jacket.
As Rouge has the champion on the outside, we step away from the action for a minute and 45 seconds as this World Championship tilt continues.
There's a place where you can be yourself.
We're back live on Dynamite moments ago.
Come on, MJF.
The medical staff said that both MJF and Rouge were unfit to continue. Rouge taking umbrage with that. He just headbutted the ringside doctor, and now going
Come
back.
on.
This match does continue. Referee Bryce Wrestling has not waved this off. This AEW World Championship bout is still going on.
And during the break, we found out, you talked about this, that Rouge apparently had a dislocated left shoulder and popped it back in himself. Look at this. Play with one arm here, too.
Rouge.
I've done that. It's not easy.
Yeah, his left arm is hurting.
Rouge lining up
You get no.
Could be curtains for MJF. Roosh pulls him out lateral press and MJF.
Yeah.
The hand on the rope. The only thing I think that kept MJF's AEW World Championship title reign alive.
And Roosh needs to settle down right now.
Ref is not taking it from Roosh. Roosh already dropped the dot that he's got. He's thinking that's going to cost him some money.
Yes, it is.
But MJF, I don't know. You got to give him credit. Great in that sense.
Come on.
He was in the ring, even though he's damn near out of it. He put his hand on that bottom rope to keep his title.
We've never denied it. It's what's trying to get here.
Roosh, there's the straight jacket pile driver on the apron that got MJF in this bad position, but Roosh was trying maybe for a double underhook or just a standard pile driver. Either way, that left arm is failing the challenger. Taz, that posture is obvious as Roosh keeps that left arm clutched very close to his
Come on,
body.
MJF.
Maybe shoulder dislocation, separation, who knows?
Could be. It could be a bicep tear. It could be an AC joint in his shoulder. It could be a rotator cuff. I've had that happen during a match to me with my shoulder. I'll never forget that pain.
Roosh catching. Yeah. Oh, man. Look at that. MJF is lucky. Very, very lucky he avoided that because he could have been in a
Oh,
sixth row, if not further back. That was insane. MJF across his 3 reigns as AEW World Champion, 17 successful defenses overall, including wins over Bryan Danielson, Hiroshi Tanahashi. But wait a second. Now he's got Roosh up for maybe a tombstone on the floor. Oh boy. Dangerous here. Tombstone it was on that broken
Come on.
barricade. Again targeting the neck of Roosh. And a knee of MJF. Take a look at this. The velocity with which Roosh hit that barricade.
And this tombstone was insane. Oh my God.
But that knee of MJF, that left knee, as you talked about, Taz, he's still gripping it.
And remember, this AEW World Championship match, our opening contest, it is no count. It's not no disqualification, but it is no count. Hence the extra time, the extended time these men are spending on the floor. MJF returning himself and Roosh to the ring. The 17 successful defenses including wins over Danielson, Tanahashi, Adam Cole, Samoa Joe, Roy King, Hangman Adam Page, and twice against Kenny Omega.
Yeah, and his title reign, his first one was 406 days, the longest. So he has been synonymous with World Championship in AEW, no doubt.
Right there, MJF is.
He's got an issue with that left knee.
That knee failing him, much like Roosh's left arm failing him.
Well, this is what happens, when the biggest prize in the game is on the line here.
Come on,
AEW
MJF.
World Championship, you gotta leave it all out here.
MJF lining up Roosh for the heat seeker. Goes for it again, MJF down to James. We've seen this out before though, Taz. Yeah, well, he feigns the knee injury. Gets his opponent to come in, steps over.
Yeah, but I don't know about this time though, man, because when he did that tombstone pop drop at MJF, his knee really hit hard.
Fair point. Only time will tell.
Oh, Roosh, man, he can barely.
Can't use his other arm to get him up.
Exactly.
Roosh slowly making his way to the top shot kick. No, MJF bypasses him and now targets the arm. Brings Roosh over. Hammerlock with the legs as he's applying the crossface on Roosh, wrenching back.
Yeah.
On the head, Roosh on the verge of tapping out. But look at the Roosh. It's first. It's first. The challenger defiant as MJF continues to crack. And that is it. Roosh goes out. The referee stops the match. Here's your winner. And still AEW World Champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF.
What a battle, gentlemen. What a freaking battle.
Says Roosh defiant until the bitter end. unfortunately, his body made the decision for him.
Yeah, you just can't. Sometimes
MJF.
you're either forced to tap, you just have to tap, which he did. He sucked it up and took the pain and just went out. You know, he's got a lot of pride, right? When you pull the head back away from that shoulder, that puts so much pressure on that dad. Too much pain. Oh, the shit, his shoulder, his bicep, tricep. Who knows what's going on there? But MJF, to his credit, he attacked it and he retains his world title. Good on Max.
Oh, wait a second. MJF now with the AEW World Championship title belt. He's lining up Bruce.
Die, boys.
Look at the face of MJF on that one.
Mark Briscoe, the last man MJF wanted to see. Briscoe. Oh, come on. The double underhook to Jay Driller. No. MJF. The low blow stops Briscoe in his tracks.
MJF just went through hell and then Briscoe's coming out here to attack him.
Well, MJF was going to attack Bruce with the belt.
And now the tables have turned. MJF lining up Mark Briscoe. But out comes the conglomeration. Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and even Big Tom told him Ishii.
Who the hell is Ishii? I didn't see him here. He must have just popped up.
The conglomeration rolls deep, luckily for Mark Briscoe, but MJF
Die,
for the
boys.
AEW World Championship.
What a start to our program. Wow.
And fans, the Owen Hart Foundation tournament continues tonight. Alex Windsor faces the wild card in first round action. And our main event, Will Ospreay, Mark Davis, semifinal round action of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation men's tournament. But coming up next, the Blackheart, Leo Rush, Mark Briscoe, one-on-one. Don't go anywhere. TBS and HBO Max. More action just moments away. Let's return to making a every effort. Justin Roberts.
This bicycle ball entering from Sandy Fort, Delaware, weighing 229 pounds, Mark Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe moments ago intervening when AEW World Champion MJF was attempting to take out Rouge after the bell.
And he's still fired up about it.
And it is a total weighing 171 pounds, Blackheart Royal Rush.
Well, earlier today, Renee Paquette was trying to get a word with the conglomeration. Mark Briscoe said he was jealous of the conglomeration's match this past Saturday night at Collision. He was going to fight the first person he saw, and then this creepy grumbling, I believe is the term.
Yeah, he makes, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Leo Rush, he just makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable. Honestly, these guys they're frozen.
Well, Cassie, he did say, Tony, on Saturday, the strategy is he can't see if you're not moving.
Right. Yeah, because Leo came across there, interviewed the backstage interview with that umbrella in his hand. And no one really knows what to make of Leo Rush here. And you know what? That's probably not bad for Leo Rush.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Leo, man. You know, for a few years, yeah, definitely changed.
Oh boy, has he ever.
He is bad. You know what, Chris?
Mark Briscoe is saying he could be good. Mark Briscoe also not sure what to make of Leo Rush. Leo's talking about. I mean, he's constantly talking to himself now. Apparently talking to Mark Briscoe.
Yeah, he's in the Mark, confused Mark.
I'm pretty sure Briscoe hasn't seen nothing like Leo in Sussex County, Delaware, on a chicken farm. I promise you.
Sussex County goes to the chicken farm.
Come on, Mark Briscoe.
The footsteps by Leo Rush and right eye to eye with Mark Briscoe. Missed by Briscoe. Empty carry. Next solid. Leo Rush, Leo hit the ropes.
Redneck kung fu don't miss for Briscoe.
Come on, Briscoe.
Leo hammer throw sends him into the ropes, and once again, back to the corner, boot up into the face of Mark Briscoe. But Briscoe ready for him. Sends Leo Rush to the outside.
Two guys are made for each other. They're both arranged. They both.
Well, they are a little bit left of center, or right of center, whatever you want to say.
So, bang, bang, shout out to the newest edition, AEW, Mick Foley.
How about Mick Foley?
Cactus Jack himself. Just bad enough.
Oh, you guys noticed that Leo still has the crew tights on. So
Come on, Briscoe.
And that's dissolved. We found out that last night.
Like my hand.
I don't know if Leo Rush ladies in much of paying attention to fashion. Look at this. Kind of like a donkey with one leg.
Bob Hessens, Leo Rush out to the floor. Mark Briscoe on the move and figure kick through the ropes. How many legs on the ring? 6. And Briscoe. Neck breaker connects. As he has the advantage, fans, the action continues live on Dynamite. Don't go anywhere.
A pivotal moment as he looks
TBS HBO Max, Leo Rush. Mark Briscoe, one-on-one Briscoe.
Come on, Briscoe.
Has controlled the bulk of this match with the Blackheart. Leo fighting his way back into contention.
As bizarre as he looks, Leo Rush can still go.
Come on, Briscoe.
It's just insane.
Yes, he is, apparently.
Leo Rush up to the top rope. Frog splash, no. Briscoe rolled inward, avoiding the contact. Taking a page. Briscoe's looking. Quick combination from Leo Rush. Briscoe. Stunner coming off the ropes. Leo Rush.
One, two.
Like hook. Briscoe able to break free. And fans, AEW's Collision comes to you this Saturday live from the Covelli Center in Youngstown, Ohio. You still have a chance to join us. Visit AEWTIX.com. We'll be live coast to coast this coming Saturday. 8
Come on,
Eastern.
Briscoe.
There you see AEWTIX.com or scan the QR code on your screen. Then next week, we will have 2 straight nights in Cincinnati at the Andrew J. Brady Music Center. Wednesday, June 10th and Thursday, June 11th. And then June 17th, Slot Financial Center in Houston, Texas. Dynamite and Collision, all that and so much more available at AEWTIX.com.
What a great June it's going to be. What a wonderful summer it's going to be for AEW.
Cap things off this month with Forbidden Door in San Jose.
Come on,
Then
Briscoe.
you'll see the finals of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's and Women's Tournament.
Trying to scream each other. Palm Strike City. Boy, and they are meeting their mark too, man. Those are great palm strikes.
Well, Briscoe's got that momentum right now on Leo. Briscoe sends Leo Rush for a ride. Leo retreats to the corner, but Briscoe pursues. And hammers Leo Rush.
One thing about Briscoe, one thing that you realize that MJF does not want to deal with, he is relentless. He stays with the action.
Now leg hook cover made. Leo Rush though, very late escape. And remember what we were talking about earlier, Tony, that the last time MJF met Mark Briscoe, it was Briscoe that came away with the victory in that tables and tax match.
Yeah, buddy. Tax all over the place. Never will forget that. Neither will MJF. Oh, Lordy.
And that was some powerful short clothesline there.
Now Briscoe, double underhook, thinking Jay Driller. But Leo Rush, he knows that he's fighting. Trying to fight his way free. Jackknife by Leo Rush. 1, 2.
It's a great counter by Leo. Great counter.
Briscoe telegraphed that. Leo Rush was able to counter. Coming around as he Gary. Lightning quick reflexes from Leo Rush. Oh, no, Briscoe shut him down.
He went for that a second time, and Briscoe made him pay.
Back ahead. Now Mike Briscoe. Cutthroat driver, perhaps.
Yes, sir.
Drives Leo down center of the ring. Briscoe covers 2 and 3.
Here's your winner, Mark Briscoe.
But I tell you what, Leo gave him a hell of a match.
But Mark Briscoe continues to build momentum, continues to make a very compelling case for himself as far as the AEW World Championship and MJF is concerned.
Now, I mean, I got something to say. Mr. Cameraman, please, come closer.
He's got the world title.
Because I'm talking to one man alone. And that's you, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Now let me lay something out for you, Max. Let me take you back to 2023, January 2023, the 17th of that month. My brother, my tag team partner for 20 plus years.
Rest in peace. Jay Briscoe. Jay.
In the blink of an eye, gone. Just like that. One day later, a few hours later, my birthday, January 18th. 1 week later, like it's been our whole lives, January 25th, it's my brother's birthday. But instead of celebrating, eating birthday cake together like we always have, I find myself making my debut in AEW.
That's right.
Making my debut alone. And Max, you can only imagine the whirlwind of emotions. I got all this grief, this anger, this rage that I gotta push down, I gotta bury deep inside me. Don't get me wrong, AEW might have saved my life, because that was my therapy, man. That was my therapy. That's how I vented. That's how I got my anger out. But it's still deep down in my core. I still couldn't find no joy. Then I came across some friends, some buddies who was down to conglomerate. And man, my heart was full. Once again, the void was filled. I had some brothers again, and finally, I felt the joy of being a professional wrestler once again. And then, Max, we crossed paths. And week by week, slowly but surely, with every bullshit sentence that came out your mouth, that anger and that rage, it came back to the surface. And beyond that, because I've never felt the hatred that you made me feel. Max, I've never hated a man like I hate you. And you know damn well what happened when I got my hands on you. I pinned your bloody ass 1, 2, 3 right in the middle of this ring. And then you went away, and it felt good. I was able to let my mind at ease once again. But sure enough, Max, your ugly ass head popped back up, and all the rage came right back to the surface. But now, the only difference, Max, is you got something that I want.
It's the AEW
You
show.
got that AEW world title. And Max, I'm not like you. You bitch, whine, moan, and complain until you get your title shots. You throw a hissy fit until you get whatever opportunity you want. Well, let me tell you, Max, I'm a grinder. I don't complain. I come to work every day, do my job. And Max, I'm calling you out. I'm calling out your manhood. Max, I beat you. You say the best. You say you're the best. Prove it. Prove it, Max. See, you brought me to this place of darkness that I've never been, man. It's like I feel demons on me. Well, ain't that appropriate, devil? You call yourself the devil. Ain't that cute? Well, Big Hebrew, read this right here. Said a child of God. Max, devil, I don't know if you read the book, but you lose. Now quit being scared and give me a title shot, you moist ass bitch. Reach to the sky.
Briscoe, some very harsh words for the EW World Champion MJF, but changing gears from the EW World Championship to the TNT Championship. Kevin Knight, his questionable decisions over the last 10 days has led to this collision with his former friend, former tag partner, Speedball Mike Bailey.
It should have been me in that main event. I told Darby Allin not to let the Jet, not to let you people down.
Damn.
Kevin, I hear what you're saying. The reason we work so well as a team is because we both want to be the best. But Kevin, you're impatient. You get ahead of yourself, and you make mistakes.
Why not to highlight each and every time that I step into this ring? Do I look like a bench player to y'all, huh?
Is that the road you want to go down? So be it. We will walk down it together on opposite sides. You want to show the world who you really are? So how about me and you, one-on-one?
I'm not here to just take part here in AEW. I'm here to take over this whole damn company.
Tony Schiavone, this is an intense rivalry between former traveling companions in jet speed.
They came in as jet speed together. They were sensational. To see them go one-on-one, who knows what to expect tonight in this matchup.
And speaking of the TNT Network, coming up this Saturday, Collision is live, coast to coast, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. The Owen Hart Foundation tournament continues this week. It also continues tonight in our main event. Will Ospreay, Dunkzilla, Mark Davis will meet one-on-one with a spot at Forbidden Door on the line. And then next Wednesday, Swerve Strickland, Brody King to fill out the finals of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. But the opening round of the women's tournament continues tonight as Alex Windsor, one half of the Brawlin' Birds, faces the wild card entrant. Plus, next win in Cincinnati, Sky Blue, the Triangle Madness, will face Sarai from Japan. Plus, Persephone Hazuki live this Saturday at Collision. I believe it.
Down, bitches! Your AEW Women's World Champion has something to say. See, last week, I made a promise to myself that if one person from Stardom comes to AEW, I would burn that company down to the ground, baby.
Final Madness.
When I was in Japan, they used to call me the Idol Killer because every single pretty, cutesy, kawaii little girl would make me sick to my damn stomach. So I had to take them all out. And then, yes, I did get fired from Japan. So now we have to do it all over again. See, the Triangle of Madness has 3 jobs to do, you know? See, this violent little thing has to win the Owen Hart tournament, while this Sister of Sin has to get her TBS title back. But the Toxic Spider, baby, the Toxic Spider has all her eyes set on Forbidden Door. And whether they come here, we have to go over there. That doesn't matter because I'm going to close that door for damn good, baby. And I'm telling you, I am not declaring war on Stardom. I am declaring death to Stardom. And if that message wasn't already clear enough,
Of course, we'd like to apologize to our promotional partner Stardom for the actions of the AEW Women's World Champion Tekla, the Toxic Spider. But fans still to come tonight. Alex Windsor faces the wild card in the first round match of the 2026
Final Madness.
Women's Tournament Plus TNT Championship on the line. The Jet Kevin Knight, Speedball
Final Madness.
main event, Dunkzilla, Mark Davis one-on-one with Will Ospreay in semifinal action. unfortunately Owen. Young boy Billy. Hey, tonight we need you to lock in. Last time you wasn't at 100%.
The death
Last time I
violence.
dropped you on that little neck of yours. Echo, what are you talking about? You right. My bad.
I know Mark Davis has been taking up space in your mind. That memory, those thoughts. Now is the time to discard them forever. Right now. He's not a movie monster. It's Mark Davis. You know him. You've wrestled him. He's got 2 arms, 2 legs. You
John
can beat him.
Moxley with Osprey, Pat, Wheeler Yuta,
That was
Danny
a different guy.
Garcia, Mina Sugar.
This is a different guy. This guy's never wrestled Mark Davis. This Will Ospreay, indestructible in mind and spirit, what you're becoming. Don Callis is going to have to hire a truck driver to run you over with an 18-wheeler if he wants to be here tonight. I don't like the temperature around here lately, all these groups and alliances and gang warfare. I don't like it. You don't worry about that. You've got one job tonight. Put his shoulders to the mat and you break his arm. You stay on task. You beat Mark Davis. That's your job. Everything else, you let me worry about that. I'll take care of it. Right. It's for real. I don't blow smoke up anybody's ass. I'm starting to see it. Let's go.
These guys.
Can Will Ospreay make it to the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament for the second consecutive year? Or will the Don Callis family earn a spot in the finals at Forbidden Door? We will find out in tonight's main event.
That's a pretty good
Hit
pick.
696 for one fall. Butchering from Gomez Palacio, Durango, Mexico. Weight 241 pounds. Andrade.
Triangle Madness. Triangle Madness.
All Elite Wrestling on TBS. Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Offering 24/7 protection when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle. Learn more at progressive.com.
And it's for the DK Vanderbilt.
Tony, before we turn our attention fully to this match, John Moxley, over the last few weeks, has really been preaching metamorphosis to Will Ospreay, saying that Moxley's not the same athlete that he was yesterday. He's not the same athlete that he will be tomorrow. Likewise, the same could be said about Will Ospreay.
And I agree with all that. I think.
Well, stop being a player.
Sorry about that. Don't want to interrupt this.
No, I think you can.
Okay. Moxley's
I got why I shot him for that. That's me.
And you know what?
Yeah, playing.
2 months ago, Ted, we didn't expect that to happen. No,
Man, give him my job, bro.
I'm still a little perplexed by it, to be honest with you. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, seems like it's all good in the hood with those guys. Ospreay's locked in, and
He deserves better
now the
than
opponent of
that.
Andrade, he better be locked in. He's gonna have his hands screwed in. Nice drop step to go by.
Come on, Andrade.
He just clobbered him with that elbow strike.
Well, you may have broke their nose there.
Come on, Andrade.
But that was right on the nose.
Okay, Bandit. Oh, damn. What a tough cut. 9-2. Andrade. Putting up his opponent.
Watch the dish out a little more punishment.
Now double underhook here. Double underhook. Nice DM. Now Andrade.
1,
2, 3.
Andrade. And Eagle.
I love matches like that. You don't get paid by the hour in this business. I know some fans don't like that. He as a wrestler, I love that. Get it done quick. Go to the bar and have a drink.
Andrade, he's been bristling as of late because of Don Callis' business relationship with MJF, preventing Andrade from challenging for the World Championship.
That MGF has the world title. I really want it. MGF, I know you mean my friend, mi hermano, Rouge. But do you think you can beat me? Do you think you can be the Real Latino man? How you know?
Andrade making his case, but he's interrupted, by the leader of the Don Callis family, of course, Jake Doyle, recently returned to action here in AEW.
See Andrade's face that time, Taz, as he didn't expect this.
No, he didn't. He definitely was caught by surprise, as was I.
Most people make that face when Don Callis appears.
Absolutely. I'm sure he remembers his own family.
Hot downtown.
Great job, Andrade. That was amazing. But right now, I have something very important to say. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest member of the Don Callis family, the Jack
Kevin Knight. Don Callis really excited. I can't believe this. It's amazing. I can't believe it either. Kevin Knight, the newest member of the Don Callis family. Don's enthusiasm understandable.
Well, we saw Don recruit the Jet last Wednesday. He can be very, very... Look at this, man. Kevin Knight coming out. Don can be very convincing, gentlemen. And apparently he has convinced the Jet to join the team, the family.
Taz, it was 10 days ago in Double or Nothing. In front of 15,000 people in Queens, in front of the entire world, Kevin Knight with Darby Allin strapped to that stretcher. Kevin Knight did that UFO splash on Darby, and he said it's because Darby let everyone down by not beating MJF.
This bout for one ball with a 20-minute time limit is for the TNT Championship. Introducing the Jets challenger from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing 177 pounds. People Bailey.
You can understand the anger. You can see it in his reaction on his faces because Jet Speed went to war against members of the Don Callis family many, many times, and now I'm sure that.
That's what I was going to say. Speaking of letting people down, that's exactly what Kevin Knight did to Speedball Mike Bailey. Don Callis was shouting something at Taz.
Well, he was telling me that I don't have to do much to get talent, that type thing. He's put himself over, and he should. I mean, Don, he's got almost a, I mean, he's got a gigantic family. That's gigantic family. You know, so many.
He's off the growth day by day, and adding a world-class athlete like the Jet Kevin Knight, that's nothing short of a coup for Don Callis. I hate to give him his due, but I have to. Now, Carmelo Ty, Kevin Knight backing former friend, partner, Speedball Mike Bailey.
Come on, Speedball.
Speedball has to realize that with the Don Callis family, he's going to see things that the Jet never did do with Jet Speed.
Knight out to the floor.
Come on, Speedball.
I personally think it's a great move by Kevin Knight aligning with Don Callis and his family. I mean, you have tons of brotherhood, tons of backing in that group. That's number one, and they
That's the
all
Speedball.
over the place on Collision, on Dynamite, and it's amazing. So I mean, hey, good for Kevin. So
Kevin Knight flips Speedball out, now charging in, and sends Speedball shoulder first, or spine first, excuse me, into the quarter beat of those steel ring steps.
yeah, Mike Bailey definitely hit those steps real hard. Good opportunity here for Knight to capitalize on his former tag team partner.
Yeah, a very aggressive Kevin Knight, no doubt. Listen, I agree with you guys. Don Callis has himself quite an athlete in his family right now.
Knight sending Speedball hard into the barricade. The referee Rick Knox warning these athletes to get the
Come on,
action back.
Speedball.
You know how it looks with tag team partners. You've been around the business long enough. Either you stay together long term and you're successful, or you just come to loathe each other. It's a familiarity breeds contempt sort of thing.
It happens a lot. I mean, that teams end up hating each other's guts. I mean, it does happen a lot for a lot of years in wrestling. Nice roll on this
Come
Wig the leg at the ropes. Likewise, Kevin Knight avoids the kick. The sweep from Speedball. Speedball sends Knight into the ropes. These two men know each other.
Well, you're so right, actually.
So well, Tony.
Yeah, familiarity, you can see it. You've seen the last like 3 or 4 moves. Oh, how about that, though?
Knight sends Speedball spilling to the outside. It's a very proud Don Callis peacocking over to the right of our desk. This
on, Speedball.
is deeply personal. It is also for the TNT Championship. A title that Kevin Knight claimed this past April at Dynasty. And now Speed
corkscrew from the middle, connecting with Knight on the floor. Got a shot now. If Mike Bailey, you got to get Kevin in the ring. Try and top him, and you might try a new TNT champion here.
Speedball.
I think that's what Bailey's going to do. Kevin Knight seems out of sorts, at least for the moment. Speedball, Mike Bailey moving with some urgency. I personally don't agree with this. Whatever he's trying to do, he might hit it. I think he has Kevin Hart. He should have covered him in my view. He's on the press now. Kevin Knight rolls inwards. Bailey adjusts. Knight laced him with that drop kick as this TNT Championship match continues. Don't go anywhere. Championship hangs in balance tonight live on Dynamite. Former tag team partners Speedball and Mike Bailey.
Come on, Speedball.
Battling it out. Knight looking to retain his TNT Championship. Speedball Mike Bailey, though, not out of the zone yet, but countered by the jet.
Like you said earlier, Excalibur goes back to familiarity with your opponent or your former partner.
Get out, get out.
Collects the arm, collects the leg. Oh, Speedball able to kick out.
Notice Taz how he rubbed that forearm across the cheek right at the very end.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Cover made. Showing tenacity here with rapid covers every time you force your opponent to kick out. You really make him burn a lot of energy. Knight throwing some right hands. The referee Rick Knox. The referee doing the right thing. Yeah, those right hands, they are legal to close fists.
You sold out.
The chant of you sold out to Kevin Knight. 2.
who moments ago was introduced as
Come on.
the newest member of the Don Callis family.
Speedball hit that foot and came right back.
Okay. Oh! Knight avoided it for a second time, but didn't avoid the third shot.
Come on.
From Speedball Mike Bailey.
Oh, look at Bailey covered right now. That knocked him right smack dab there.
With the toll of the physicality, Taz, I think it's preventing Speedball Mike Bailey from capitalizing on that opening.
Yeah, no, for sure. Heavy hitting stuff, right? So it's tough. I agree with Shivani.
There you go. There you go.
TNT champ, but easier said than done after exerting all his energy and taking so much punishment for both of these men. That's what amazes me about all wrestlers, both the men to my right, what you guys have gone through in your career, what they've gone through in their career. They keep coming back.
Speedball Mike Bailey locking eyes with Jake Doyle at ringside. This behemoth of a man returning from injury last week and already making his presence felt. As Speedball Mike Bailey with Jet Kevin Knight. No. Knight pulls up short. Speedball though. He's lunging in with a kick and now Bailey. What's he gonna do? Oh my God. Steadies himself with a vertical. But Kevin Knight knew it was coming and sends his former partner crashing to the floor.
Kidney punch? Well, no, Bailey, he landed on the apron. Really can happen when you get popped over like that. He landed on that apron very hard on his lower back and kidney. I mean, really, really hard. So I think that's what Bailey's feeling right there. You know, this is just, I mean, for Kevin Knight, and he's already the TNT champion. Now you look someone like Don Callis and his family, you get a lot of opportunities. I mean, in this business, to succeed, you need opportunities. And Don Callis gets his people opportunities.
Soaring over Richmond, Virginia.
Come on, Speedball.
It's the same thing I said that. You should probably already cover if you can. And let's see if Kevin does that if he's going for another maneuver. He's going for another maneuver. And Knight bringing up Speedball down, captures Young, goes around the line. Very close. Knight perhaps attempting sunset flip. Speedball. The knee drop. On target for the challenger. Yeah, that's brutal. Roundhouse kick, catching the chin right behind the ear.
Oh, swing.
Look at Kevin Knight.
He passed her through.
Some great offense from his former tag team partner.
You heard Justin Roberts mention more than half of the time limit in this match. 20 minutes has elapsed. And Speedball wrestling with some more urgency. He's now got Knight down in the corner. Oh no, Knight lifts up and it's a working run. And Knight breakers. 1, 2, but no, Speedball able to kick out.
Hey, we're not surprised, but these two young men are really putting on a
Come
wrestling
on.
clinic. Great moves, great return. Both men never say die.
Kevin Knight, the spring door, no. Bailey ready for it. Look at this. With the arms straight jacketed now, the roll up. 1, 2. Knight has a warp for the escape there. And Bailey on target with another kick.
Hey, Bailey's getting Knight's head off many times, and Knight just keeps coming back from it.
That Speedball digging deep, looking for that flamingo driver around the corner. But Kevin Knight hanging on to the top rope, Taz.
Yeah, smart by Kevin, but he just ain't another high round.
Jake Doyle entering the ring, and
Oh my God, it's
Dr. Callis sweeps up the leg of Speedball. Jake Doyle providing the distraction. The referee never saw it.
You're a cheat.
There's the plan. There's the Don Callis family in action.
That's where it's great to be part of Don Callis' family, man. That's big that Don did that.
Oh, goodness, God, and Mike that had to break his back. Referee is checking on Mike Bailey. Holy smokes.
And if that wasn't enough, Kevin Knight, a crash landing for Speedball.
original winner and still TNT champion, the Jack Kevin
Nice.
Knight.
Well, the membership of the Don Callis family already paying dividends for the Jet Kevin Knight, as he retains the TNT Championship, his fifth successful defense.
That's how you do it right there. That's how you do it right there.
Damn.
Now we just had to get rid of the damn weight that was holding the jet down ever since I've been here. So I linked up with Dom Perignon right here with the Dom Callis family. Make no doubt about it, dog. I'm here for one reason. One reason only. To get straight to the top. We're gonna call Jet 2 belts, baby. So MJF, I'm waiting on you.
Well, Maxwell Jacob Freeman surrounded on all sides, but right now let's head to the back where Renee Paquette is standing by.
Dogs, you guys had quite the week. So you guys did to Cope and Cage, and you guys are still celebrating. Really?
You're dang right, Renee. Because last week we took out Cope and Cage.
Boom.
And then we invented the new 5-second pose. And then we beat the tar out of the Bang Bang Gang. Bang, 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 guns down. So, what's not to celebrate? So we brought ourselves some 5-second brews and some 5-second kazoos. That's a kazoo? Yeah, it's a kazoo. Oh my gosh. You guys are so annoying. Who let the dogs out, huh? Who?
Mana yang ada ni?
Who? What you did last week, it begs me to ask the question, what the dog doing? I know exactly what you guys are doing. You're the new guys, right? You're trying to make an impression. Well, kudos to you guys. You have, okay? We've noticed. But there's one issue that I see, and I think my brother sees too, is you guys clearly think that you're next in line for the AEW Tag Team titles, right? But that's where I beg to differ. I mean, I just don't see those tag team titles going to Bullet Club's worst leader ever and his tag team partner standing right there, Team Hangman. Hey, no, it's okay. It's okay. You want to find it out? You want to see? Because I think we just beat y'all at Stadium Stampede mode. We consider ourselves a number one contender. So if you want to go out to the ring, we brought our gear. We can settle it tonight.
Well, the number one contenders will wrestle when we feel like it.
Is that right? Yeah, walk away.
At Lincoln, we value the details. The small acts of service that make the biggest difference. Lincoln drivers move through the world with the same thoughtful intention. And because you share our
MJF, congratulations. That was an incredible championship match against But after the match, Mark makes his way out there. He wants a shot at
An opportunity. Zoom in on that belt right there. That is the Triple B. That is the grandest, the most precious, the most important championship in all of professional wrestling. So color me awfully shocked that hick mark. Briscoe wants a chance at glory. Guess what, Mark? I already tried to explain this to you, but since you're awfully... Again, that world title is for winners. That world title is for top guys. That world title is for guys like MJF, generational talents, and that, my friend, you are not. I am the champion of the world. My word is bond. My word is the law. What I say goes, and nobody in this company can trust me.
What's hell? Mercedes, of course, won the 2025 Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament. She still has that ceremonial title belt. And she is looking to rebuild her collection starting here tonight in this opening round match. The 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament. How fitting that Mercedes Renee as the little Nightingale as the woman that really kicked off, or should I say hastened the downfall of the CEO late in 2025.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, right about that. But this is tough influence. I mean, she's dealing with a wild card. You don't know who it is. Tough to prepare. Can't prepare. First time we've seen Mercedes here in 2026, and there's one of the women that led to the downfall. She took the Pro Championship from Mercedes, holds on to the Strong Championship, New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Championship, and Mercedes wants hell. It's a big night for Mercedes and a big night for AEW to have her back.
Come on, CEO. Come on, Mercedes.
We would talk about the TBS Championship. You and I addressed it this past Saturday at Collision. The TBS Championship, the new champion, will be decided in a survival of the fittest match. The first time ever in AEW.
Yeah, we're going to have 6 qualifying matches this month, and the championship, of course, will be coming up in San Diego. The survival of the fittest on July 1st. That'll be live right here on Dynamite.
Mercedes steps over. Alex Windsor.
Come on, CEO.
To San Diego, also excited about our return to Mexico City. Fox Sports Mexico broke the news. Grand Slam Mexico takes place on Wednesday, August 5th from the Cathedral of Lucha Libre Arena, Mexico. Tickets available coming up this Saturday. And then plus we go back to Baltimore, Maryland, the Chesapeake Employers Insurance Arena on Wednesday, August 19th. And head to Reading, Pennsylvania. Second. Mercedes will roll up there. Reading, Pennsylvania, just a one count. Just go to AEW TV, visit AEWTX.com or scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen.
Hammer throw into the corner. Alex Windsor elevates. Deep arm drag Taz Mercedes. I mean, she was sharp. She was collecting so many belts, but
Awesome.
always
I
a
have a
potential
money.
issue.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree. And Windsor was smart right there. With those arm drags, and it kept wrist control to finish everything off. So, yeah, no, you're right about ring rust at times, even though Mercedes has a lot of experience. But she's looking pretty good to me. She's moving real well in there.
Ducks underneath. Windsor now comes through. She has no drives down.
Yeah.
Alex Windsor almost like
Yeah.
the CEO's version of La Mystica. And Alex Windsor trapped. Center of the ring, we have seen Alex Windsor and Jamie Hayter so much success as the Brawling Birds.
Gotta attack that grip. I would break that grip off my face like that. She's doing right there. That's what you want to do. Break it. That's what happens. That's the key.
And Mercedes almost allowing Windsor to get close to the ropes to revert her. Now,
Let's go. Cat.
dragging Windsor back, and Windsor engaging in some hand fighting as you suggested, Taz.
That's right. That's what you want to do. When someone has you in any sort of submission, especially near your jaw and neck, attack the grip. And it's tough sometimes because you're in pain. Especially that, Mercedes is arching her back.
And Windsor once again rolling through Mercedes, keeping the grip on her opponent. Backstabber from the CEO. Mercedes covers, lateral press. Windsor able to kick out.
I think we're
Look at
seeing
that
it. I
statement.
think it's logical that Mercedes
Look at that
is
statement.
a little bit more determined in this match, Taz. And the reason is she used to come in here bringing all these belts. Now she's
Come on, Mercedes.
behind. So it's a different type of person.
Which I personally think makes Mercedes even more dangerous.
Yes.
No, Windsor hung on to the ankles. Great counter. Mercedes perhaps telegraphing at Windsor, looking for a sharpshooter, but Mercedes clutching onto that bottom rope. Sheer desperation from the former TBS champion. Windsor, right elbow strike. Windsor's turn to telegraph something. Mercedes is ready for it. Whoa, backbreaker across the center strand, and Windsor's neck coming down on the apron. As Mercedes. To the floor, the CEO has returned as a wild card in All Elite Wrestling.
So close is the exhale you've been waiting
AEW is the wild card in the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Women's
My
Tournament,
CEO.
where she is facing Alex Windsor in this first round battle. Mercedes Moné, inspired to become a professional wrestler by the late great Eddie Guerrero. Her version of the Three Amigos here tonight.
Green Amigos.
I'm really impressed with Mercedes from Claudia. For someone who's been out of the ring, she looks great cardio-wise. Well, the fans are right with her here, too. How about that? They appreciate and they respect what she has done in women's wrestling. Oh!
Come on, CEO.
Alex Windsor on the arms.
Came in, she first snapped back.
Brings Mercedes down and clothesline in the corner. Windsor on the move. Mercedes swinging a miss. Windsor cuts underneath. Misdirect by Alex Windsor. And remember the finals, both the men's and women's 2026 Owen Hart Foundation tournament goes down at Forbidden Door Sunday, June 28th. You can still join us on AEWTIX.com or live on pay-per-view on HBO Max. And then the winner of the tournament will earn a shot at the AEW Men's World Championship, the AEW Women's World Championship at All in London on Sunday, August 30th at Wembley Stadium. You can visit live.co.uk, AEWTIX.com, or scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen to join us in London as we cap off this summer. And Mercedes rolling on the outside. Going to play keep away.
Yeah, smart move, I think, for Mercedes. Windsor relentless, though. She'd love to go back home to England and a shot at the world title.
Remember, coming up tonight in our main event, we will find out who earns one spot in the finals at Forbidden Door in the men's tournament. And Dougzilla Mark Davis and the aerial assassin Will Ospreay meet as Alex Windsor returns Mercedes to the ring. And also, CEO trying to urge on Mercedes. Much different reaction than we heard last winter, Taz, for the CEO.
Yeah, right? It's interesting. A good point.
Mercedes, the suplex. All right, here we go. There's the corner, maybe another Three Amigos. A second, should I say a fifth. Looking for the sixth. Windsor ready for it. Windsor one, two. No, Mercedes able to break free.
Yeah, Windsor pulled it off. I think she was trying to grasp a pump handle. Right, get it, but had enough strength to still turn Mercedes. That was very impressive by Alex.
And remember, coming up this Saturday, AEW Collision live coast to coast, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We will see the other first round match on this side of the bracket. CMLL's Persephone battles Hazuki of Stardom Women's Wrestling in Japan live this Saturday night on TNT and HBO Max. And then next Wednesday night, we will meet Athena in the semifinals on the other side of the bracket. Will it be Saree? Will it be Sky Blue? We will find out. Summer Blockbuster 1 week from tonight. Mercedes Moné, a series of stomps driving down Alex Windsor in the corner. Now Mercedes.
Now, let's not forget, she was last year's winner of the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament, so she's really kind of defending her title here in many ways.
Mercedes looking to become the first athlete, either men's or women's, to win the tournament back-to-back. Remember Will Ospreay, he made it to the finals last year. Came up just short against Hangman Adam Page. He'd like to right that wrong. Mercedes.
Windsor's in trouble, gentlemen.
Dangerously perched. Oh, one, two. No, Windsor able to kick out.
Shows you how tough Alex Windsor is to kick out of that, because Mercedes nailed it. You can see Mercedes is shocked that she couldn't get the win. Yeah, we all saw that one coming. Mercedes landed it perfectly, but couldn't get the win. It is again, Taz. Man, you can see that impact the back of Alex's hand. That's a tough move to take, and then they have the wherewithal to kick out. Very impressive.
And Taz, you have to expect that these women are going to leave everything in the ring because of Mercedes shot. The power bomb against the middle buckle.
Come on, CEO.
And now the knees in the corner. Windsor slides free. The roll up. Stacked by Windsor. Mercedes able to kick out. Now Mercedes, big predicament of her own. Windsor escapes. Windsor underneath. And now, traps Mercedes. He's got her hooked tight, but Mercedes able to break free again. Windsor off the ropes. Mercedes picks the ankles, rolls her through to back and forth pinfall attempts. Oh, Mercedes, the knee, the backstabber, and floats over. Statement maker, center of the ring.
Windsor's got a long way to go to reach the ropes.
And Alex Winslow says, oh, no, she Mercedes advances to the semifinals.
Oh,
She won't let go. Here's your winner, advancing in tournament, the CEO, Mercedes Moné.
Mercedes Moné victorious tonight and
she's gonna win the whole thing.
back-to-back Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament victories. There we see the bracket. Mercedes advancing to the semi-final round.
Mercedes Monday.
And coming up live this Saturday, coast to coast, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, it will be Persephone.
Hold on a second. She is the reigning champion, by the way, so that title looks right on her shoulder.
It will be Persephone and Hazuki. The winner will move on to face Mercedes Moné in the semifinals. All that, so much more going down this Saturday at Collision Live, coast to coast. Representing CMLL, Persephone, representing Stardom Women's Wrestling in Japan, it is Suzuki. They will face off this Saturday night. Plus, the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship on the line. Divine Dominion face the top contenders, Ty Miller and AJ, this Saturday night.
Tonight was a fluke.
The Quick Slayer is on!
Ty J got lucky.
The fans coming down! That's it!
This title shot isn't a reward. It's your death sentence.
Well, they didn't just survive, they prepared to remain champions.
You know, ever since these tag titles were created, Ty and I have not gone a day without thinking about them.
The original tag teams in the AEW Women's Division.
On Collision, we get our second chance. We didn't survive 5 minutes. You did.
Anna and Ty seemed like they were seconds away from defeating Divine Dominion. Can they make a repeat performance this Saturday night live coast to coast? And then next Wednesday night, first round action in the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament. Sky Blue battles the Japanese sensation Sari, and then on the men's side of the tournament, in the semifinals, who will earn their spot at
Well,
the
Scotland versus Broden King Wrestling.
or Swerve Strickland. But coming up next, Will Ospreay,
Main event time.
Davis semifinals match, a spot at Forbidden Door on the line in our main event. But right now, let's head to Renee Paquette.
Don Callis, this is huge news. The TNT champion Kevin Knight has joined the Don Callis family.
Everybody's talking about the Don Callis family. I've recruited many top stars, but when you're as successful as we are, I'm like a magnet for the gold. It just comes to me, and that's what happened with the TNT champion Kevin Knight, who's going to reach new heights and become the greatest TNT champion of all time with the help of the Don Callis family. And in just minutes from now, Mark By-God Davis is going to go and break the stack of dimes chicken neck of Will Ospreay, put him in the ground, finish our business, go on and win the Owen. And the Don Callis family will march in lockstep into the main event of All in London, England. And that leaves us with just one piece of business to take care of. This man, Okada, who is the greatest bell-to-bell wrestler I've ever seen, you got screwed, and we are not going to stand for it.
Takeshita, you are nothing without this family. My international title doesn't belong in a backpack. And it won't be there for long.
Let's go take care of that, Slade. I love that.
We're here for those who build
He's in the shower standing too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Why I hate Chris Jericho. Jericho, where is Chris Jericho? All right, he's home. Still. Because a psycho killer beat the hell out of him, and I will gladly do it again and again and again. Chris, you made your triumphant return to AEW. The fans welcomed you back with open arms. You finally defeated Ricochet, and then reality struck. And what is that reality? While you were gone, Chris, sponsorship arrived at AEW, and I quickly marked my territory. And what better way than to plant my flag in the ground and chop the head off the snake that is known as Jericho. But Chris, I am a patient man with a long list. So stay away, lick your wounds. But if you do return, I will be waiting. That is, unless of
Tommaso
course I shoot first.
Ciampa.
You stupid idiot.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Ozzy.
You are made even tonight is a semifinal match in the Owen Hart Foundation men's tournament. Several approaching the ring from the
Osprey. Assassin. Osprey. Oh my god. Continue going on.
Since his return from neck fusion surgery, Will Ospreay's only losses have come to Jon Moxley Dynasty and to Donkzilla. Mark Davis this past April with a ringside physician. Something that's trash was not a popular decision, but in my estimation, it's the right one. No, I agree. It has to stop. I mean, you can't, this is a dangerous sport enough as it is. You get nailed with something like that, and you have an issue with your neck like Ospreay has. You gotta do what they did here. It had to stop.
Wait, Osprey.
That was when the Death Riders took Will Ospreay out, and that's when took Will Ospreay away, I should say, and that's when he seemed to be indoctrinated by Jon Moxley.
And his opponent from Brisbane, Australia, weight 281 pounds, he is the AEW National Champion, Donkzilla Martin Davis.
Well, before we touch on that, Tony, let's head to ringside at Renee Paquette.
We saw what happened the last time these two former friends went to war, and Ospreay has battled to get back to this match, but now his sights are set on the finals of the Owen. His sights are set on Wembley Stadium and the world title. Ahead of this match, I caught up with Jon Moxley and said, this is not the same man that Mark Davis thinks he knows. He's stronger in his body, stronger in mind, and stronger in spirit.
Well, I think, and you've all known what Will Ospreay has said since that match, that this changed his life, this saved his career. The referee stopping the match, Jon Moxley and the Death Riders walking him out over their shoulders. Things saved his career. And who's to argue with that?
Drop kick to the kney, and then Ospreay immediately attacking the arm, and you see Donkzilla Mark Davis still wearing the eye patch. In the Wild Stadium Stampede match 10 days ago, it was a drop toe onto the leg of a chair that gouged the eye of Donkzilla Mark Davis.
Come on, Ospreay.
It's nasty. But right there, we see the athleticism and explosiveness of Ospreay.
Taz, that's a tremendous disadvantage for Donkzilla Mark Davis. Even under the best of circumstances, with an athlete like Will Ospreay that can attack from so many different angles.
5, 6,
Wrestling with
8,
one eye, but might as well be
9,
wrestling with one
10.
hand behind his back.
Well, he's getting in that eye, and it was just getting attacked while you were talking by Ospreay because it's a target. And I don't blame Ospreay for doing what he did there. No, I agree.
Oh, what a slam.
That's a basic body slam, Shabani. But look at the height he got on it and how hard he slammed Ospreay. He certainly is one of the
Come on,
strongest.
Ospreay.
There's no doubt. But
we are seeing a little different edge to Will Ospreay, and there's no doubt the impact that the Death Rider, strictly Jon Moxley, has had on Will Ospreay.
We've seen Ospreay, the new addition, that Judy Gatame, the death ground, as he calls it. Oh, Davis, though, sits out with the senton.
Yeah, Davis right now is cooking on all cylinders, and he knows Ospreay well, but I agree with Renee said, quasi through Jon Moxley, because she said she spoke to Moxley, you know, that this is a paraphrasing, this is a different Ospreay that Davis knows, and I can see that. I can see that for sure.
The counterpoint says it's a different Mark Davis than Will Ospreay knows.
Right,
you know, it was Ospreay that during COVID opened his home, not just to Godzilla Mark Davis, but to Kyle Fletcher.
Right.
Both men repaying that kindness with contempt. I mean, just turning their backs on Ospreay and joining up with Don Callis.
Well, Will Ospreay, of course, they all say, hey, Will Ospreay was part of the Don Callis family.
Ospreay.
But the question was,
Let's go, Ospreay.
I never think that was the case.
Abdominal stretch.
Yeah, which attacks the neck. And Davis was attacking the neck. And with this abdominal stretch here, it's Cal that definitely hits your neck, too.
Ospreay, though, using that free hand. And then the elbow to maneuver the leg of Davis off of Davis. Hip toss, Ospreay to his feet. Underneath.
Ospreay connects. His body control when he is in midair is amazing. He being Will Ospreay, of course.
And that takes a lot of training, a lot of years of training to be that comfortable in the air.
Ospreay leaps and connects with the elbow strike. Davis goes down. Ospreay covers. Leg hook. Davis able to kick out. Remember, this match is for a spot in the finals of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. And those finals will go down Sunday, June 28th, live from the SAP Center in San Jose, California at Forbidden Door. Still have a chance to join us. Visit AEWTIX.com. If you can't be there in person, the event will be available on pay-per-view live on HBO Max. Ospreay targeting the left arm. Remember the winner of Forbidden Door
Ospreay.
all in line challenge for the AEW Men's World Championship and AEW Women's World Championship. Ospreay. It's been a goal of his to compete for the AEW World Championship on British soil.
They're standing here in Richmond. Will Ospreay, Excalibur.
Ospreay. You just tap. That's the outside. Right hands to the head of Davis. Davis, though, reversing Ospreay into the barricade.
Too much power and solidness for Davis, meaning that Ospreay's got to deal with that power and size advantage that Davis has on him.
Yeah, Davis did a good job just anchoring himself to the floor and turning the momentum around Ospreay. But Ospreay did a good job.
Ospreay. Let's go, Ospreay.
Will Ospreay making a risky climb here. But Davis
Got himself out of harm's way. It's a smart move, Taz. He knows. He kind of knows a lot of the offense and what Will's about. And in comes Will on top.
Ospreay charging around Davis. Good work on Davis. Into the front of our desk. Will Ospreay with the advantage. Referee Paul Turner imploring these athletes to get the action back inside the ring. That's the only place this match can be won.
Hey, look at Ospreay.
Bouncing Davis's head off the top of our desk. Chop back and Davis up. And it's Ospreay.
Oh, brother. Got something in mind here.
DDT. No, Davis blocks and now Ospreay. The spine bouncing off of our desk.
Well, the main event, let's remind the fans, we're going to stay with this one as long as it takes to see who's going to go on.
As we see it there from Godzilla Mark Davis. He had Ospreay scouted.
Come on, Ospreay.
He made Ospreay pay the price. Taz, neck injury or not, that is disastrous for Will Ospreay.
That is brutal. I mean, right in front of us. The bump is insane.
And Tony, as you just said, we're going to stay with the action as long as it takes. The semifinal round match in the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. Dougzilla Mark Davis, his fury unleashed on his former friend Will Ospreay.
Wow. You know, the fans love Ospreay, and he does a lot of great things. But man, Dougzilla is almost impervious to
Ospreay.
it just keeps coming back, Jazz. Yeah, no, for real, man. What a tough customer. That's the cliche. I know.
Let's go, Ospreay.
Davis hoists Ospreay to the top, now driving the right hands into the head of the aerial assassin.
Wow, super duper clutch here from the
champion. Davis and Ospreay crash, and now Davis celebrates as we take our final break, and an evening is all action from here on out. Ospreay, Dougzilla Mark
Come
Davis.
on, Ospreay. Finish him.
Of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. Davis Taz, he has had Ospreay's number throughout this contest.
Yeah, he definitely has. He's been one step ahead of Ospreay the whole way.
Come on, Ospreay.
Yeah, the Ospreay can't take much of that.
Backdrop suplex, cover made. And Ospreay kicks out. Remember the last time these two men met? It was a referee stoppage. Will Ospreay was deemed unfit to continue the contest, was awarded to Dougzilla Mark Davis.
Yeah, like we said earlier, it was a moment that Will Ospreay says just turned his career around, saved his life. And he's changed since then, of course, with John Moxley as his mentor. Holy smokes. John Moxley can't do anything about that, though. You just got to try to get out of the way of it.
As Don Callis would love nothing more to see Mark Davis
Come
goes
on,
to the
Osprey.
finals of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament at Forbidden Door from the SAP Center in San Jose, Sunday, June 28th.
And there's a good chance that could happen. But Will Ospreay is kind of G'd up here a little bit, getting some energy. Almost like Will Ospreay said, hit me again. Yeah, you have those bursts of adrenaline at times. You do, sure. It's like the second win, as some people call it, but it's more than that. It's going to dig down deep.
Punishing chop delivered by Godzilla Monk Davis. Ospreay though, undeterred, series of elbow strikes, testing the jaw of his adversary.
Wow. Mark Davis took Davis took 4 of those chops and then knocked down Ospreay, who came right back like you said that, Caliber.
Hit the one in Blaine.
Ospreay the swift kicks to the face.
Oh, we are in overtime. Only one of these two men can go to Forbidden Door.
You remember the winner of both the men's and women's Owen Hart Foundation tournament will go on to London as we make a return to Wembley Stadium on Sunday, August 30th. You still have a chance to join us. Scan the QR code. Visit AEWTIX.com.
We know that's Will Ospreay's dream to go to London, be the first Englishman to ever win the world title in London for AEW. He's getting up to his feet, and he's getting fired up.
Ospreay perhaps poised to deliver a hidden blow. Davis ready for it. Rights and lefts with us. Close fist right hand from Davis. Ospreay chucks it down. Look kick. Stuns Davis. Roundhouse kick. Drops Davis to a knee. Down to 2 knees. Ospreay lining up. Davis. It comes over the top. Like a guillotine. Ospreay. 2, 3. No. Davis able to kick out. I think Ospreay wanted to drag a suplex, but he got the German instead, but Davis able to escape.
Well, Beanie Davis was trying to chop down a big tree that just won't go down.
That's a smart move, though, German suplex, to try to be a big
This
man like
is
that.
awesome.
His own weight is laying on the back of his own head. You've done that a time or two in your career, Tim. Yeah, with the big dudes, I definitely have. As Ospreay to the top, Davis perhaps unaware. No, Davis stumbling towards the ropes. Ospreay, the stop on the exposed left arm. As Ospreay lines up Davis, looking for the dead ground. Juji Batami right there, that death grip. Almost had it, but Davis links the hands together. Yeah. Look at those. Punch there it is. Punch with the bridge of the nose. He's got full extension on the arm.
Come on.
My God. Look at this.
Hoist up Ospreay and swiftly drives him down. Davis advances. No!
Oh my God, he came back from that. Remember, it was a series of those that took him out. Stopped the match last time.
Somehow, though, Will Ospreay, I think Ted's right there, the key moment. Davis, he lifted that left arm off the shoulder of Ospreay, and I think that's the only thing that allowed Ospreay to kick out. Yeah, I think you might be right, but he didn't have it fully, fully in that shit show combination.
Credit the dip back for that. On that exposed arm.
It was the pile driver on the apron that stopped the match in April in favor of Godzilla Monk Davis, and now Ospreay, though. Yeah, perhaps poised to return the favor.
Mark Davis holding on to the ropes that time, though, Scalabin. That middle rope.
Davis is a vicious lariat knocking Ospreay back into the ring.
This apron is the danger zone for Will Ospreay. That's where this happened. And took him out. The set. No.
Davis.
Come on.
Ospreay inverted. No, Ospreay. Sends Davis falling to the floor.
Johnny saved himself.
Ospreay definitely saved himself.
That would have been hard. That would have been it, man. Look at this. Again, body control. We talked about when he's in the end. It's amazing what Will Ospreay can do. What a freaking match. What an incredible night of professional wrestling. As referee Paul trying to give him a 10 count, both athletes on the floor. First man to his feet, first man back to the ring. Almost certainly will have an advantage.
Absolutely. Second man got Ospreay rolled through, and then rolled to the corner there. And Godzilla,
Davis,
he better get in.
to 9 and move with some speed. Makes the count, but kick from across the ring. Now Ospreay steps over. He's got one arm hook, now two. Styles, clash from Will Ospreay. 1, 2, Davis.
Mark Davis.
What tenacity from Dougzilla Mark Davis.
Yeah, not sure how Davis kicked out, but man, that was wild. An incredible cliche, but they are pulling out all the stops.
A spot in the finals of the Owen on the line in tonight's main event. Oscutter avoided Davis. Back elbow. It's a wipes out. Unintentional contact.
Definitely unintentional. Man, Turner got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Triple Retta. El Chrome, the Dunkhouse family taking advantage.
This is brutal. This is absolutely
This is not what this tournament is about.
absolutely. That's a great call, Excalibur. You are right.
Come on, that's all I'm
And
saying.
these two men have been through the ringer, and now they're going to try to end it.
Oh, wait a second. The Daniel crowd. Daniel Garcia. Wheeler Yuta, the Death Riders. They've got Ospreay's back in this. As Yuta coming off and Garcia and Yuta, the Dark Horse of the Death Riders. Oh, now Murdoch Monster Lance Archer into the fray, breaks through, and 2 for 1 for Archer. Giant Daniel flying through the air right there.
Speed of Giant Man.
Claudio Castagnoli. Takes Archer off his feet. And again, the referee is down and out. There's no ref. Here comes the machine. Oh, Brian Cage hoists up. Claudio Castagnoli. And Ryan Cage making it look easy.
And now Pac is in.
Meanwhile, things have just become unglued here tonight in Richmond.
They were king unglued the other night on Collision as well. And now look at this.
Back with his back turned, Davis. No. Loses his grip on the back. Aerial assassin strikes. Still no ref. On the runner. Paul Turner brought back in. 1, 2. No.
Oh, my God.
Jake Doyle just dragged Turner out to the floor.
The ref is out. Cole, he can't make a call. They're trying to revive Paul Turner.
For the 3rd time in a week, Jake Doyle, money well spent for the Dunkhouse
Good
family.
job, Dawson.
Watch out. One bad woman is in.
Marina Shafir on the back of Doyle. Doyle just ripping Shafir down.
The Continental Champion.
But in comes the original Death Rider, John Moxley, standing toe-to-toe with Doyle, but Doyle answers.
Yeah, Moxley ain't that though.
Paradigm shift.
All together.
Moxley, Sheffield. And the innocent to take Doyle out. This is crazy. And meanwhile, that's
Come on.
Oh, I'm loving this. Look at the fight we've got, Ted. This is amazing.
bodies everywhere at the bottom of the ramp. Tell me, I don't know if we got Pierce here in Richmond, but this is a Pierce 6 call. Great call. Ospreay has got a lot of hooks there. We still need a referee. Yeah, we'll get alternative referee to wake up.
Oh, still down.
Ospreay could be thinking storm here. Oh, no. Kyle Fletcher. Half and half from behind.
Yeah. Wow.
He returned a double or nothing, and he's once again made his influence felt. And then we see that screwdriver. Ospreay's tasted the kiss of that steel before. And so is this man, the Alpha Kanowski Takeshita. He and Fletcher teeing off on one another. Payback for double or nothing. Payback. Ooh. Man, they're still fighting Excalibur. Takeshita, Fletcher battling it out, but back inside the ring, Davis and Ospreay. Well, Davis, he's got that screwdriver tag.
Crazy.
And you can all look for your round, Shivani. And Will does not realize he's got the... Oh! The hidden blade disarms. Davis in a second one. Get a jaw. Get a referee, Davis. Another call.
One.
No referee there to make the count, guys.
Oh, yeah.
What are we watching? This is incredible. This is crazy. This
We're waiting too late.
And Ospreay. Hit him by no. Davis ducks underneath. Roundhouse misses. Davis. Oh, that's it. This is it. That's definitely it. 1, 2, 3.
And that's crazy.
But how many more of those does he have left on that fused spine, Taz? Not many. I would think not. Great question. Oh, wait, Ospreay flips over. Transitions. Death round. Death round is locked in. Davis panicking.
Aaron's over the net. That's it. And the tournament. Good area. That's it. Will.
An amazing night, Excalibur. An amazing victory for Will Ospreay. One step closer to Wembley Stadium. He has now earned a spot in the finals of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament on Sunday, June 28th, San Jose, California, the SAP Center. And who will he face? Will it be Brody King? Or will it be Swerve Strickland? We will find out next week at Dynamite Summer Buster, Cincinnati, Ohio. Strickland, Brody King, the winner, will meet Will Ospreay in the finals of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. With the winner of the championship for the AEW World Championship. But that's they're joining us tonight on Dynamite this Saturday. Collision will be live coast to coast, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Action in the Owen Hart Foundation Men's and the Women's Tournament continues this Saturday. Collision for Tony Giovanni, for Taz, for Excalibur. Fix your hearts or die. This is All Elite Wrestling.